let's get into it. Episode 5. It's a great way of exploring each character, isn't it?
Exactly what. And she probably would have gone on.
Confidence is an interesting one, isn't it? I guess I've often pondered what's the difference between confidence and arrogance. Is arrogance... What do you think? Now let's try and work this out. What's the difference between confidence and arrogance? This voiceover, do you think, is this like Rue's take on everything, or is this just a narrator's take on everything? You know, is this as factual as you can get, do you think?
They don't actually want a person. They want something they can own.
Right.
Possess.
I would fucking go for that coat.
And she did the same to Nate.
How much do you think it costs?
That's interesting.
She
I've
also
been meaning
likes
to
a lot
watch
of porn.
Casino again.
Really?
Wow.
After dinner, it's in the car.
This is such a good exploration of character, isn't it? You know, and manipulation and everything. But it isn't
Fucking love you too.
life, man. I was going to say, like, is manipulation always necessarily a bad thing? Because there are certain words that are, I guess, like prejudice is one. I'm thinking, you know, we automatically think being prejudiced is bad, and in many ways it is, isn't it? But it, as with everything, I find it's nuanced, you know, because we're all prejudiced, and we need to be prejudiced, like, in many ways, don't we, you know, to function and to protect ourselves and everything. And it can be, I'm prejudiced against salmon, for example, because I fucking hate salmon, man. Just, prejudiced against lots of foods, you know, but then you've got to be prejudiced against people that you have sex with, you know, prejudiced why some people are your friends and other people aren't, you know. Is that the correct word, of the use of the word? Or would discrimination be about, do I discriminate against salmon, you know? So there are levels to these kind of things, aren't there? And we all have needs and things, I suppose. And, well, in her world, it would be perfect if, you know, she was just with someone nice and awesome that she could just ask, you know, for those things. But she feels that she needs to manipulate him to get it. But is it a manipulation? Because does she want to make him feel good and feel powerful just so he'll buy her things? Or does she want him to feel good because she loves him, or because it's more than that? It's an interesting line of thought, I find, you know, like who we all are. This is a great show for exploring these kind of ideas, I think. What great storytelling this is, man. Because we often don't find out, like, this kind of backstory to the characters, or not soon enough. We have to sort out, she does love him then. The soundtrack to this, man, is awesome, isn't it? This is like horror, Addams Family vibes, isn't it? Knock, mother, knock. If that was a boy climbing through a window, it would be a different kettle of fish, right? Do you think? Or would it? Because I guess, so at this point, I guess a mother must have met Jules, or heard about Jules at least. But now she's asked, you know, are you in a relationship? Rules. Where we're going, we don't need
I've been
rules.
doing this for years.
Doesn't this just sonically add to how he's feeling so well? Oh no, he's gonna throw up. Man, can you imagine being a teacher, man? This kind of
I
puts...
have no idea what you're talking about.
This puts a real interesting spin, actually. It's taking me back to my high school, man.
It wasn't Nate.
How do you stop lying?
I'm not lying.
Why are you suddenly being so mean, man? That's interesting, isn't it? Like, I think girls have behaved like that towards me. Just one girl in particular I was in a relationship with, it just like, overnight, man, just changed, man. But then, to be honest, I think later on, I probably behaved in similar ways to other people. It's weird how those... I guess I wasn't trying to do that consciously, I guess, but it's weird how behaviours migrate, I suppose, isn't it? And I guess we've got to just be... what I'm always sort of banging on about, I guess, is trying to learn to live consciously rather than compulsively. Because if we're living compulsively, it's the unconscious, isn't it? You know, going back to my favourite Carl Jung quote, you know, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Because when I stopped drinking and stuff, my behaviour migrated to food, man. And I put on like a lot of weight, man. Like, I don't know what I was weighing, maybe like 165 pounds. I probably went up to like 195, 200. But I noticed it was well, for one, I guess I was trying to, you know, you're trying to fill a hole inside you, you know, or avoid discomfort. But I guess one way that I sort of got past that to some degree was just chewing my food, and I'm a real slow eater now. You know, I make sure I fully masticate my food as much as possible. So that was just making the act of eating conscious. When I used to eat like bags of peanuts, that was my Achilles heel was peanuts, you know, or any nuts. You know, I'd eat bags and bags of them, man. And often I would be, you know, I would still have a mouthful chewing, and I would be pouring more into my hand and putting more in my mouth, you know, which I think maybe I got like that with drinking, I guess, at some point as well, you know. I couldn't wait to get to the next one, even though I still had the one I had, you know. If she says nothing happens though, like, what can they do?
Something my son would do.
This is interesting, right? So is this how this sort of thing works in America? Because when I was at school, there was 2 kids that beat the shit out of me, you know. I had, you know, yeah, just all the side of my face was bruised. They'd been kicking me in the head. I think I had that. The one kid was wearing Rockports, you know, and the shape of the Rockport boot I had on the side of my head. Kicked all my ribs in. I was all black and blue, you know. And one of those kids in particular had beat up other kids as well, inside of school and outside of school. When it happened to me, there was, well, actually, this is an interesting story, I guess. But anyway, there was 15 or 20, maybe even more kids around, witnesses to it, you know. The police came around, took my statement, this, that, the other, and nothing ever came of it, you know. This kid never got any repercussions from these actions, you know, and that was a common story. So I don't know if that's just the shitty system we have here or what. Twisted kind of love, right? That's a problem, isn't it? So, like, is love to him possession? It's that idea of, you know, if you love a flower, you don't pick it, you water it every day and nurture it, right?
You know, it'd be amazing if they paid you off with a bunch of money and do a bunch of really cool shit.
Oh no. I don't think she was joking, but yeah, then don't do that. Don't poke the bear with a stick.
Have you ever been in love?
It's with you fool. This is interesting as well, man, because I'm not, in this country, I'm not, you know, is it because she's a minor? I'm not even sure, you know, if you don't want to do it. I'm not sure. How are they going to remove anything if they're going to cut it off? Oh, man.
It's me when I tell you that the person that did this doesn't love you.
Yeah, ain't that the truth, man? It's like we all have twisted versions, I think, of like what love is. I guess we learn that consciously or not from our parents and our surroundings and all that sort of stuff, right? So that's the kind of love maybe we seek out in adult life, or we do go the opposite, I suppose. So they're going to have DNA. Is that possible to get from the choke marks or his finger marks?
How crazy she acts, no matter what she
What does that mean? What does that mean? I love her. What does that mean? Oh,
It's possible that
he's playing the victim. Oh, that's a good tactic, isn't it? Could have been one of the other dudes.
doesn't matter.
Is there someone specific he's going to try and...
Assault was swift. I've shared out I was lying.
Oh,
Yeah,
Growth,
every time
man,
I
good.
collected a chip, whether it be 30 days,
good though, man. Growth. It's a big deal, isn't it? To admit when you're wrong.
I met someone, and she's helped.
Yeah, I feel you.
And now I want to stay clean. Thank you.
She's just got to become the best of herself, hasn't she, you know? A strong person. That's what we've all got to do to weather any storm. I love these bike shots. There's a great one in a film called Looking for Eric that I love as well. E.T. as well. I don't know what I love so much about bicycles and streets. Encapsulates something about youth, I suppose, doesn't it? Oh, this is the girl that she got to pee in the thing for, alright. I was just thinking, who's this? Is he going to step up, change the behaviour? That's what we're going to do, isn't it? It's just always analyse and do better. So this is interesting, isn't it? Because now that's like she's found power in her sexuality, I suppose. So how is she going to react to this now if this dude is just like, he is attracted to her, but he also wants, you know, someone to talk to, you know, partner in crime, so to speak, you know. Maybe, well, that's what he's feeling out for by the sounds of it, isn't it? So how's she going to react to this now? How's she going to react to this? Is she going to go off the handle? Or they're just going to get it on? Okay, oh no, I was wrong.
Daddy wasn't doing well.
That Nate loves me no matter what. I can't
Yeah, but what does it... Oh, is that what love
Good
is?
to know that there's one.
Nobody has got any real friends, have they, man?
It was just...
This is really an excellent exploration, man, of, well, I don't know, of what? Of people. I can just relate, I guess, you know, to a lot of it. That's good, isn't it? But pressure. Oh no, she's
I'm
gonna
gonna
go.
go to the bathroom.
She's gonna split and not come back. Oh no. Where's her shoes though? Maybe she can't.
The boys call me Mina.
So is this going to be? Is he? It's strange that he's going back into this, right? Given the recent situations, is he going to take out like his anger on this dude?
You think hiding it creates the same thing in them? But I feel like it's poisoned everything.
I think it does, doesn't it?
That
Lies.
feeling, not just anger.
I mean, it could be related to him lying and stuff, but it might not be also, right? I've come to realise, I suppose, that when you lie to others, to yourself, you know, do not hide unwanted things in the fog and all that sort of stuff, you know, because for many, many reasons, but I think it's an attempt to manipulate reality, isn't it? And we ain't gods, you know, so we cannot manipulate reality without corrupting, I was going to say distorting, but maybe both, right? Distorting and corrupting things, and the ramifications of those things, it's impossible to understand, isn't it? You know, or to know, or I mean, eventually some of them may become painfully obvious, but the world works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? So you just got to tell the truth, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
She's just feeling the pressure, man, but she's not going to talk about it, and that's going to cause problems, isn't it, man? So what's this then, man? This is a prime example of being addicted to something that's hurting you. Familiarity, is that what it is? Is it the comfort of familiarity? Oh, that's an 8, right? That's funny. I guess we get attached to people, don't we, in all sorts of ways, some healthy, some unhealthy. It's what is it, through a lack of understanding yourself, through a shitty childhood? That seems to be the big thing in my family, is ignorance, you know, ignoring stuff about yourself, about the world, anything that's inconvenient, brushing it under the carpet, putting it in the cupboard, you know. But then if you ain't careful, one day you're going to open that cupboard, or it's going to be opened, and you're going to be crushed by the weight of everything you've ignored.